Good morning, everyone. So I'm at a church. I don't even know what the church is called. As you've seen from my previous video. So this is a little photography lesson. Slowly moving on from shallow depth of field, as I've done in two previous videos. I'm aware photography isn't the biggest thing on my channel in terms of popularity, but it's something that I'm good at. And I am aware my channel is called Dinosaurs and Mysteries, but photography is a massive passion and it's something that I'm good at. So I want to share my experience. Anyway, so what I'm going to focus in on is single point focuses. Now, I like to take pictures of old buildings, dominantly I love taking pictures of churches and things in, on or around churches and old buildings and nature and scenery and like all that kind of stuff. However, if you want to take a picture of one thing, or you want that particular object to be the point of focus, it's all well and good just taking a picture of that object in the center of your frame in focus, bang. But what you have is just a picture of that. I like to make things a bit more interesting, make the picture look a bit more dynamic and makes people wonder. So rather than take just a picture of what I'm going to show you now, so it's a carving of a face on a church basically, but I want something. I don't want to just I will take a close-up of it, but I like to take it from a different perspective. So there's other things around it that aren't quite in focus, and it adds depth to the image. It makes you wonder, I wonder where that is, I wonder how old that church is. You know, if I took a picture just of the stone face, you might not even know it was a part of a church. So anyway, the shot that I want to take is out of the question at the minute because the sun is in the worst place for it. There was some holly and foliage and a lamppost, and I was going to use that to frame the shot, and all the holly and lamp pole out of focus, and then you can see the stone carving face crystal sharp in focus in the middle of it. But the sun is just not shifting. It's taking a long time to anyway. So I'm going to get it from this is like my plan B. But anyway, I'll show you exactly what. So the stone carving face is there. Now bear in mind, 35mm lens on my DSLR, so it'll look a lot closer than it does on my phone, which I record my videos on. So my plan is, you remember, is I'm going to come up close here. This stone wall is going to be out of focus, and then the face is going to be in focus, and it will make the scene look a lot more interesting. Plan A would look a lot better, but I will get plan A. But for the points of this video and not keeping you around for ages, let's get this shot. Let's do it. Right, so there we go. So I'm going to use live view for this. I've just started using live view a lot more, and I find that my ratio of good shots and bad shots, or good pictures and bad pictures, it's more positive rather than 25% of the pictures. So let's right, I always take two shots. I might even take one like this. So I will of course reel them pictures off for you now. They would have been through Lightroom, and I might have touched them up a little bit. When I say touch them up a little bit, I don't make them look sharper. It's usually just to do with the colour and the contrast. I make it look a bit more dark and mysterious, or cinematic, or black and white. I always do a black and white version of pretty much all of my pictures. Now let's see if plan A is available yet. To be in a really tight, particular spot, but I'll give it a go. Right, so I've got a few. I had to be really careful with the placement of you can immediately tell when the sun isn't affecting the shot in a bad way. So that basically is a little lesson on single point focus. even though you're taking a shot of one thing, be creative, use your environment, make it look a bit more dynamic, make it look a bit more interesting. If you're taking a portrait of someone, maybe, you know, if you can use photography, learn to expose correctly and get your focus right, and you know, and get the photos as sharp as you can. Once you're confident with that, start experimenting, start using the environment to make shots a little bit more interesting. So if you're taking I don't know why I'm talking about portraits, because I rarely do portraits, but if you're taking a picture of a portrait of a person outside, use your environment. Maybe there's a path, or maybe there's a bridge, you know, and you can have the individual really in focus, and then you can see this blurred out bridge behind them, and it just makes it look a lot more interesting. But you know, for me personally, it's more, you know, it's architecture and nature and landscapes that I use that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed these pictures, and if you want me to touch up on a different part, you know, if there's a specific part of photography that you need help with or that you want tips on, let me know and I'll sure give you a hand and I'll make a video for you. So anyway, stay safe, and make sure to check out the pictures that we've took today. Thank you.